Join me as I take on the challenge of figuring out how to retire rich before I hit 50. Retiring rich before 50 is a goal many people strive for, and for good reason. Who wouldn't want to have the financial freedom to pursue their passions, travel, and live life on their own terms without the burden of a 9-to-5 job holding them back? The thought of being able to retire early and actually enjoying the fruits of our labor is a tantalizing one. But as we all know, it's not always easy. In fact, for many of us, it can seem like an impossible task. We're constantly bombarded with financial obligations, from student loans to credit card debt, and the high cost of living in general. It can feel like we're stuck on a never-ending treadmill with no clear path to financial freedom in sight. Many of us are not even sure where to start or what steps to take to achieve this goal. And to top it all off, our financial education is often lacking, leaving us feeling lost and uncertain about how to navigate the complex world of personal finance. Debt, in particular, can be a major obstacle on the path to early retirement. It's hard to save for the future when you're struggling to pay off the debts of the present. And let's be honest, it's easy to get caught up in the cycle of consumption, buying things we don't need, and accumulating even more debt as a result. And then, of course, there's the issue of inflation, which can erode the purchasing power of our hard-earned savings over time. It's no wonder that so many of us feel like we're fighting an uphill battle when it comes to achieving financial freedom. But despite these challenges, I believe that retiring rich before 50 is within our reach. It won't be easy, and it will require discipline, sacrifice, and a willingness to learn and adapt. But with the right strategies and a clear understanding of what it takes to achieve financial independence, I believe that anyone can do it. So, what are some of the strategies that can help us achieve early retirement? Well, for starters, we need to save aggressively and invest our money wisely. This means creating a budget that actually works for us, not against us, and finding ways to increase our income over time. It also means being smart about our investments and avoiding get-rich-quick schemes that are likely to end in financial disaster. We need to think long-term and be willing to make sacrifices in the short term in order to achieve our long-term goals. Another key strategy is to create multiple income streams so that we're not reliant on just one source of income. This could mean starting a side hustle, investing in real estate, or generating passive income through dividend-paying stocks or peer-to-peer lending. The idea is to create a financial safety net that will allow us to weather any economic storms that may come our way. And then, of course, there's the importance of financial education. We need to take the time to learn about personal finance and to stay informed about changes in the market and the economy. This means reading books, attending seminars, and seeking out mentors who can guide us on our journey to financial independence. But I believe that there's one strategy that stands head and shoulders above the rest, one that can significantly increase our chances of retiring rich before 50. And that's the power of compound interest. When we start saving and investing early and allow our money to compound over time, the results can be truly staggering. It's a strategy that requires patience, discipline, and a willingness to take the long view, but the payoff can be enormous. Take, for example, the story of someone who started investing just $500 per month in their 20s and continued to do so for 30 years. By the time they reached their 50s, they could have amassed a small fortune, all thanks to the power of compound interest. Of course, this is just one example, but it illustrates the point that with the right strategy and a clear commitment to our goals, we can achieve financial independence. To better understand the incredible potential of compound interest, consider that the money you invest doesn't merely earn returns. The returns themselves begin earning more returns. Essentially, your wealth begins to snowball, gathering momentum over time. Let's break it down even further. Imagine you invest your money in a fund with an average annual return of 8%. While that might not seem exceptionally high, compound interest amplifies these gains significantly when allowed sufficient time to work. The money earned in your first year generates its own returns the next year, and so on, exponentially increasing your wealth. The key here is starting early. The earlier you start, the longer your investments have to grow and compound. Even seemingly small amounts invested consistently over long periods can lead to substantial financial gains. Conversely, delaying your start by just a few years can significantly reduce the final amount you'll accumulate. Moreover, compound interest isn't limited to just traditional retirement accounts or mutual funds. It can also apply to various investments, such as stocks, bonds, ETFs, or even real estate if reinvestment strategies are employed wisely. Diversifying your portfolio to maximize compounded growth across various asset classes can further enhance your financial resilience and stability, providing you with greater peace of mind as you approach retirement age. In essence, harnessing the power of compound interest effectively transforms modest, regular savings into substantial wealth, making your dream of retiring rich before 50 an attainable reality. In conclusion, retiring rich before 50 is not an impossible dream, but rather a realistic goal that can be achieved with the right strategies and a clear commitment to our financial freedom. It won't be easy, and it will require hard work and discipline, but I believe that anyone can do it. So, what are your thoughts on retiring rich before 50? Do you have a strategy in place to achieve financial independence? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to check out my other videos for more retirement financial tips and advice.